In the barren wilderness of the Judean desert, a young shepherd threw a stone into a cave and cracked open a secret buried for 2,000 years. What he found would shake the foundations of biblical scholarship, ignite global controversy, and uncover writings older than the New Testament itself. These were not ordinary scrolls. They spoke of war, messiahs, hidden wisdom, and divine judgment. Some say they confirm Scripture. Others say they challenge it. Who wrote them? Why were they hidden? And why did powerful institutions fight to keep them in the shadows? This is the story of the Dead Sea Scrolls, and what they reveal may change how you see the Bible forever. It was 1947. A Bedouin teenager named Muhammad Edib was herding goats near the cliffs of Qumran. One goat wandered off. He picked up a rock, tossed it into a cave, and heard the sound of pottery shattering. Curious, he entered the cave. Inside, he found clay jars sealed for millennia, and in them, fragile scrolls wrapped in linen. Old, cracked, covered in dust, but priceless. He had no idea what he'd just uncovered. The scrolls soon changed hands, from nomads to antiquities dealers, from smugglers to scholars. Then came the archaeologists. They swarmed the desert, searching for more caves. 11 were eventually found. Inside, over 900 scrolls and fragments, some preserved, others in thousands of pieces. The academic world went into a frenzy. What were these ancient writings? And who were the mysterious people who wrote them? The scrolls were written mostly in Hebrew, some in Aramaic, a few in Greek. They included nearly every book of the Hebrew Bible, except Esther. But these weren't mere copies. They were centuries older than any biblical manuscripts known at the time. One scroll, the Great Isaiah Scroll, dates to over 100 BC, and it matches the modern book of Isaiah, almost word for word. Others were never seen before, writings about a coming war between light and darkness, rules for a strict religious community in exile, Thanksgiving hymns, apocalyptic visions, and coded prophecies. There was a war scroll, a copper scroll listing hidden treasures, and fragments that hint at two messianic figures, not one. Some texts describe angelic battles and divine judgments. Others speak of a mysterious teacher of righteousness who would be persecuted, then vindicated. This was more than archaeology. It was a voice, echoing across time, a voice that had been silent for 2,000 years. The question scholars still wrestle with is, who wrote the scrolls? Most point to a radical Jewish sect, known as the Essenes. They lived in isolation, in the desert, awaiting the end of the world. They rejected the temple priests in Jerusalem. They called them corrupt, impostors. Instead, they formed a strict, purist brotherhood, devoted to ritual purity, prophecy, and apocalyptic visions. The Essenes believed in two messiahs, a kingly messiah from the line of David, and a priestly messiah who would restore holiness. Some scrolls speak of a teacher of righteousness, a leader betrayed by the wicked priest, persecuted, exiled, but destined to triumph. To some, it sounds eerily familiar. Could these be cryptic references to Jesus, or someone who came before him? The scrolls never name him directly, but the timing, the prophecies, the language, it all adds fuel to the mystery. For decades, most of the Dead Sea Scrolls remained hidden, not by the desert, but by men. After their discovery, a small group of scholars gained exclusive control. For nearly 40 years, the vast majority of texts were off-limits. Requests to see the scrolls were denied. Researchers were blacklisted. Whispers of academic gatekeeping and religious interference began to grow. Why the secrecy? Some claimed the texts could contradict the Bible or undermine church authority. The Vatican's name surfaced in conspiracy theories. Critics alleged it wanted to suppress anything that threatened traditional theology. By the 1990s, pressure reached a boiling point. Under public demand and digital breakthroughs, the scrolls were finally released. What people read shocked them. Some texts challenged centuries of interpretation. Others hinted at alternate versions of biblical books. And some seemed to rewrite what we thought we knew about messianic prophecy. Some believe the Dead Sea Scrolls were not discovered by accident, but revealed at the right time, a time when faith is questioned, when truth is fragmented, and when ancient prophecies feel strangely relevant again. Hidden in these scrolls are visions of the final war between good and evil, of a sons of light rising against darkness, of heavenly armies and cosmic battles. Are they echoes of the Book of Revelation or precursors to it? What if these writings were meant not just for their time, but for ours? Even now, new fragments are being uncovered. Digital scans reveal invisible text. Artificial intelligence is being used to piece together missing verses. And somewhere, deep beneath the dust of Qumran, some believe one final scroll may still be waiting. The Dead Sea gave up its secrets once, but not all of them. Some scrolls remain unread, some caves unexplored, and some questions unanswered. Was it just history, or was it a warning? Because maybe, just maybe, the greatest secret hasn't been found yet.